I've been liking the microphone on this for some reason. So we're gonna continue with that. Anyway, today we are gonna be talking about really kind of just my morning routine and just like my self improvement because yeah, I wanna let you guys know how I'm kind of like starting off each day and whatnot. Um So, if you guys new around here, my name is Kevin. I make a lot of motivational videos now because that is apparently my thing. And I'm a new YouTube creator. I'm trying to be consistent. We're doing daily uploads for the rest of the year, no exceptions. Okay? Last time I did miss Saturday. We did double on Sunday. Okay? So, technically speaking, I made up for it. We're still continuing the streak. Okay? But other than that, hope you guys like the video. First thing I do when I wake up. So normally when I wake up, I try to wake up around 10. Most of the time it doesn't happen. I notice when I wake up at 10, I am more likely to go on my phone and start scrolling. I really try to minimize the social media in the morning. So I've kind of been sleeping till 11. You guys also got to remember, I work night shift. I get off like 4:30. I get home about like 5 a.m. in the morning. Okay? So you got to work with me. So you see if I want at least some decent sleep, I got to like sleep in a little bit, all right? It used to be like what's it called? 12 to 1. That was before I was like more locked in, but now I'm trying to do it before the afternoon so I get more time before I have to go in for my next shift, right? So if I wake up at 11, right? Most of the time I'm still going to be in bed for a little bit, but what I notice is I try to stay off my phone. I try to stay off my phone for as long as I possibly can in the morning. That mainly will probably last me until I get up and brush my teeth a little bit. Then maybe I'll just like check my phone for stuff. I still have an alarm at the end of the day. And, I still have, people that reach out to me and stuff. So I start to like respond to them. But I still, try to hold that off a little bit. Right? Now, after that, we get on to what I take. So I'll probably brush my teeth. Right after that, I take my ashwagandha. My ashwagandha I have as a gummy. So I take that first thing. After that, I'll get me a little cup of applesauce. And then I will take vitamin D, and then I also take fish oils. Now, I mentioned this like once in a previous video. Most people, you should get your blood work done. I'm gonna be completely honest, you should get your blood work done. I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't know how to do that. And my parents, they kind of just like, they're being really difficult. So like I asked them, and they're kind of just like, oh, we'll do it on my time. We'll do this on my time because you don't know how to do it. And it's like, oh, okay. So I can't really get my blood work to actually check to see if I'm deficient in that sunlight and stuff. But most people are, and I spend most of my days inside. So I'm just gonna take a wild guess and assume that I'm deficient in it. So I am taking vitamin D. My fault, vitamin D3. That's why I said three. But I mean, you should get your blood work checked to actually see. I know for other people, it's also iron. I think I'm fine in iron. I don't, because I know if you're deficient in iron, if you stand up really quick, you'll start getting lightheaded a little bit. That will only happen to me if I'm like really tired. So I mean, I'm just gonna assume I'm fine on that. But you're normally either like down on one of those. If you're down on one of those, you're gonna feel sluggish, bro. That's another thing. When I started taking vitamin D, I start feeling like I have more energy in the mornings now, at least. So especially like since I'm taking that and I can feel the difference, I'm really starting to assume that I have it. Again, I didn't get prescribed, I didn't get checked. So this is kind of just like self, therapy for a little bit. But hey, I mean, it's the best I'm gonna do. And then fish oils. Fish oils, everyone should be taking fish oils. I'm not gonna lie, unless you normally eat a ton of fish every day, which good on you. I don't know. Personally, I mean, I probably could eat fish every day if I really wanted to. I'm not though. Definitely not not gonna do that. So yeah, I just take my pill. Yeah, take eating like regular fish is definitely better for you. But I mean, I also don't like the smell of fish. Unless it's in my sushi. Like, no. So yeah, honestly, I can't even tell you the benefits of fish oils. I remember before I was really into it. And I was looking it up and there were so many benefits. And I was like, bro, everyone should be taking these, like genuinely. So I mean, like, listen, you can take my advice, but you also got to remember I'm just a 20-year-old. I'm seeing what's working out on me, and that's what right now I feel really good. I feel like energized. Before I felt really sluggish before all this. Now I feel better. So I mean, you can take my word for it. You don't have to. I'm still a nobody at the end of the day. And then I take my ashwagandha gummies twice. I take it in the morning and I take it late at night. Normally, the late at night one is probably like when I get off work. I'll have like another one in like a Ziploc bag and I'll bring it to work so that when I get in my car, I can chew it. And then when I get home, take a shower, it'll be like all digested before I go to sleep. Right? Now, after that, either two things happen. If I have work later in the day, I'll drink coffee. I'll drink coffee because I feel like I like the productivity just it boosts with coffee. 1,000% boosts with coffee. Today I'm going to work later, my productivity definitely boosts with coffee, and then I can later on go to work and actually do my job. But if I have the day off and I have more time to myself, I'm probably gonna space it out. Then I would probably go on my phone, like while I'm either recording or editing, like let myself scroll a little bit, because like at the end of the day I'm not a machine, right? Like I'm still gonna scroll like for a little bit, every now and then. Like I'll go like edit a video after like maybe 20 like 15 20 minutes. I'll probably scroll a little bit, see what everyone else is doing, see who's on the game and whatnot. But right after that, we log back in, we get what we need to get done for the day. Right? Again, Saturday, I'm not gonna lie, it was really my fault that I didn't upload that day. I really could have, because I woke up early that day, and yeah, I had to go run errands, but I was done practically everything at 2, right? And then I was like later on, I was just like, I just want to chill for a little bit, and then like that just kept prolonging, and then the game happened, and then I got mad at the game, and then my friend told me we should hang out, and I was like, we should definitely hang out. That's completely my fault. I'm gonna be completely honest. That was my fault. That's why you guys are getting 2 Sunday, right? Keeping the streak alive. So yeah, there's that. Um, but I'll probably, again, I brew coffee a lot of the time. Like I'll brew one to drink and I'll brew one to save, so I don't have to make it the next day. Because I'm really not that big of a coffee head. A lot of my coffee, I put like a scoop. Listen, I don't know other people if this is OD or not, but I just put a scoop of Starbucks coffee. I let that pot brew. I put a whole bottle, like a regular like deer pot. I got one right here. I put like an entire one of these in there, and then I'll put into 2 cups, put it evenly, fill it up with milk, put a bit of sugar and a bit of vanilla extract. So that way, it's vanilla, but I didn't do anything to it. I'm cheap, gang. At the end of the day, and that's my coffee for the day. Hey, for other people, you need a little more. I mean, I get it. The main thing is, don't go buy coffee. Buying coffee is the biggest waste of money ever. Go buy a coffee pot. Go buy a coffee pot. Go buy coffee. Easy. And just don't make it a dessert. Like again, you're gonna be drinking this. For a lot of people, you need it, right? So don't make it overly sweet. Um, at first, I started doing like an entire scoop. Like technically, it would be 2 entire scoops because I do one for each cup of sugar into my coffees. I cut it back, so now it's only like one actual scoop for the entire coffee, and I just add more milk. The only reason I'm adding sugar is because I hate the taste of coffee. Coffee tastes horrible. I prefer energy drinks, but energy drinks are horrible for you. Again, we're trying to boost that. Later on, I'm not doing skincare right now. I've also said this previously, but I want to get into skincare. So whenever I actually get into skincare, I'll tell you guys my results, or if it's even worth it. I mean, most likely it will be worth it, but again, I have no proof right now. So take that with a grain of salt. Now, the main thing to take away from all of these is all of this is probably getting done within like the first hour 30 minutes of my day. Not the work, but like waking up, brushing my teeth, taking my vitamins and getting ready. That's probably taking me an hour. Now, I don't know, for most people, you might say, "Oh, that's like too long like to be doing all that." But I'm spacing out my time so I'm not on my phone. If I cram it all, and I immediately sit down and try to do work, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna do work. That's why I kind of like spacing it out because I won't be on my phone. I won't be on social media. Being on social media just takes away from your productivity. Like there'll be days where I want to log on, like Saturday. Saturday was a heavy procrastination day. I woke up early. That was another bad thing. And then I was scrolling a lot. And that just led to me just not ending up uploading that day. So the days where I tried to stay away from uploading, I seem to be doing better. I would recommend try finding something else that occupies your time that you can do instead of scrolling. For me, I have two things I love doing, right? I just got into this new manga. It's not new, but it's about to be animated, and I want to be one of the people who said they read the manga before the animated came out. It's I forgot the name. I'm gonna put it on screen. Um, it's gutted right now. I'm not gonna lie, but I've been reading those. Like when I wake up in the morning, instead of scrolling, productivity way up. Way up. I could probably, there's one that I pushed like 3 videos out in a day because I was reading books. Easy. Another thing I've been reading is Sun Tzu, Art of War. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, Sun Tzu, I'm like, go, bro. Going back on track. After I get done, probably whatever work I was gonna do to like either upload that day or tomorrow, I have a calendar, which I recommend a lot of people getting a calendar, because if you get a calendar and you open it every single morning, you will start just putting things in your calendar that you wouldn't even have done before. Like I bought a calendar because like I need to lock in. I need to get a calendar because Loki, I mainly just wanted it to write down my events, because there'd be a lot of times I would write down my events and I'll Loki forget about them. I got a calendar and I'm starting to write down my notes. I'm journaling every day. I write down how much I make per like week because I get paid weekly. Um and I'm like tracking my expenses. I'm doing like all these things I didn't think I'd be doing with a physical calendar. My phone calendar, don't get me wrong, it gets the job done and you can just like boom bing bop easy, right? Set that automatic. You look good for the time. But you got like the physical. Listen, I just always recommend, because I have it with me. So right after I'm done editing, I can open up and I can see, okay, what am I doing this day? What am I doing this day? What am I doing this day? I have things marked. So like my streak, I can see how many videos I have up. I do special markings for my calendar. It's like, oh yeah, I'll do like a line next to the name if I'm working. I'll do a slash when the day's over, plus checkpoint if I made money, minus checkpoint if I lost money, a checkpoint if I did a video for the day. So like things like you don't have to be as in tune as me, but I would really recommend getting a calendar. I have a little small one because if it was big, I wouldn't bring it with me everywhere. Now, after all that is said and done, most of the time, I'm not gonna lie, there'll be some days I'll be really productive and I'll get done at like six, like before the video even comes out for the day. I'll be done at like 6, maybe like 7. My brain rot. All right, yeah, I'll be done either like one of those 2 times. More so, it is probably gonna be like 8. Not gonna lie, especially if I have off. Oh yeah, it's probably gonna be like 8 or 9. Right? But again, I go in normally at 6. So after that, I can either go straight to work. But if I have the day off and I got done for everything and I got stuff planned for the next day, I'm not gonna lie, I'm hopping on the game. I'm going to enjoy myself for a little bit, right? And that's the important thing. I remember before I said about how your time, you don't really have your time. That is your time to get ahead. you also gotta understand you're not a robot at the end of the day. You gotta refill yourself. I know for a lot of people are outside people. I get that, right? For me, I am not. I'm an inside person 24/7, right? The place I live at, there's not really much to do because we're in the middle of nowhere, right? So a lot of my friends are kind of like, "Oh, we hate this place because there's nothing to do." For me, I don't care, bro. All of my friends, we hop on the game, man. We were on my rivals for a minute, bro. Relax time. Listen, if I have a productive day, I'm going to reward myself. I'm going to let myself get on the game and play for like, a couple hours. All right. As long as I'm getting around 8 hours of sleep, I'm fine with it. Right? Some days it's a little less. Most days it is 8 hours. I won't lie. Of course, but if I'm going to work, I have noticed that I have just been going just straight to sleep. And I really do like that now. Um, I really am contributing it to me waking up earlier and just me being more tired. But it won't be tired at work. I noticed at work we do have a free coffee machine. Oh yeah, I've been freeloading off that. Whoa, whatever. Listen, that's another thing. If your job has any like little perks and quirks, make sure to take advantage of everything possible. Okay, like my job has 401k. I put money in that all the time, bro. Oh, you think entry level job got 401k? Yes. Make sure you get you a job with that. Or if you got a higher end job that's an actual like 9 to 5, make sure you take advantage of everything. If they hand out free waters, make sure I got my little, what's it? I'm not gonna put that brand on there, but my little Wallow water bottle. I've been chugging this. I stay hydrated. Make sure a lot of people don't worry about their water levels. That's another thing you should do. But yeah, after all that, I normally relax and then it's just rinse and repeat for the next day. Now, for a lot of people, that may sound boring, but honestly, I'm really enjoying it. I've been feeling a lot like my day feels more filled now that I'm actually recording, like than before. Before, I would feel so unproductive. Even if I did go to work, I'd just be like, man, I could have low-key done something today, and I didn't. Now, I got this going on. I feel productive. I feel good after I do a day, and even if I do get on the game for a little longer than I should have, I'll just be like, okay, I'll lock in. I might, I wake up at 11, maybe instead of 11:30, 11:40. I don't really like doing 11:45, but there's days where I'm like, I'm up really late and I'm just like, I need up 45 or else I'm just not going to want to wake up. But yeah, that's really it for me. I'm gonna try to push out another one. I don't really have a topic for the third, but if I do, listen, gang, you're gonna get a third video out of me. But hey, again, we made a goal. The goal is gonna be 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I don't know if that's ambitious or not, but hey, we are locking down, we are locking in. So please like, comment, and subscribe. If you made it this far, I'd really appreciate it if you did. If you didn't like the video, leave a hate comment. My engagement will love that. Okay? Stop coming at my spelling mistakes, though. Listen, gang, I ain't got time to be worrying about spelling mistakes. All right? All right, love you guys.